Good evening, Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com, Wednesday, March 28th, and we're going to look at YELP. This stock I've mentioned the other day, I forget, I think it was in the strategy session, not in the chart of the day, though I could be wrong. I'm 54 years old and my mind is not as sharp as it used to be. Actually, I take that back. It's sharper than a razor. But look, here's the IPO, the opening bid, the highest that it went was 26 bucks. So I was saying the other day, if this gets back to that level, then it's all blue sky and this stock should continue to move higher. That's what it's done, and now it's 28 bucks. This stock is one that you want to buy right now, right? Well, not really. We had a heck of a move here. This was a really nice move. I know a lot of folks, I see you guys in the forum talking about it. A lot of you guys had a really good trade on it. This is how it works. You buy here on the breakout and then you sell sometime higher, preferably about 40 or 50 bucks. But what happened here was intraday, the stock had a pretty big reversal. Let's look on the 5-minute chart. You can see it came out of the blocks today, just kind of a continuation of yesterday, moved all the way up to about 32 bucks, close to 32 bucks, and then it started to move lower. Well, think about this. Look at the volume here. The high volume bars are what? Right there. Extrapolate up. It's the last part. So we had like this huge increase in trading activity right at what turns out to be the high of the day. So what does that mean? It means that the stock was moving higher, and finally you had, at the same time volume started picking up, the stock accelerates to the upside. At some magical moment in time, what happens? That trading volume subsides. Buying pressure relieved. Why? Because there's not as much aggressive buying here, and then at that point it was all in the hands of the sellers. If you wanted to transact in the stock, you could hit the bid because nobody was reaching up to take the offer. And so now what do we have? We got the stock printing lower highs here. It's now down at 28.10. We'll call it 28 bucks. Well, now we'll go back to the daily chart, and you can see it's going to take a while, based on that pattern of all these lower lows intraday. It's going to take a while for there to be enough concerted and aggressive buying pressure to push the stock back up here. My bet, my forecast, whatever you want to call it, is that this stock is either going to churn around in this level or even fall lower. So what I want you to do, if you bought this stock today up at around 30 bucks, well, hopefully you're not still holding it, because sometimes you got to just look intraday and say, you know what, I kind of goofed up. At least recognize this dynamic, the higher lows. Higher intraday low from here relative to here, here relative to here, here relative to here. So where would you want to put the stop? You'd want to put the stop just a little bit below today's intraday low, 27.10. We'll call it 26.95. If you happen to still be long this stock, you want to keep your stop at like 26.95. That way you've got, you're giving the stock a little bit of room to move, but you're not risking too much. Now, with all of that said, would I buy the stock right now? No. This tactic, or this stop that I gave you, is actually to help those who are long this stock and are wondering what the heck to do. I look at this, and this is a tombstone doji, a gravestone doji, where this, we've had a pretty nice uptrend here. The stock intraday goes big spike up, like big wide ranging up, and then big wide range back down, wham, stock's closing near the low of the day. This is an intraday reversal that I don't want to try to second guess and be long the stock again. So just for me, I'm just standing aside. I'll wait for a better entry here, but ultimately I think YELP goes higher because it does fit my IPO strategy, and that's typically what happens. 26.50, something like that, I would look to maybe go long the stock, but at 28.09, not my deal. Okay, members, get over to the strategy session, and hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys at the Invest Like a Monster conference in Newport Beach on Saturday. And you can go to the homepage of Stock Market Mentor to register if you haven't already.